Right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're here right now, or if you're watching the replay, I just remembered that I was going to type the words to the Adi mantra in the chat so that you guys could chant along with me once you get the hang of it. Okay. So there is the mantra that we're always going to tune in with. So we'll begin this class by tuning in within the other. All right, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. Really get grounded. And just close your eyes down and begin to notice your breath. Don't worry about doing anything with it or changing it. Just do it. I'm sorry. All right, so breathing long and deep. We're going to bring our hands together and we're going to start rubbing our palms. We're going to plug them in right into the center of our chest, right at our heart center. We're going to inhale, tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we chant this 3 times. So inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Last time, inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Squeeze that root lock, that pelvic region. See if you can turn your gaze in and up towards your third eye point. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your hands down to your knees, palms facing up. So today we're dealing with the Pitta dosha, and Pitta is fire, right? And so when we have an imbalance of fire, it can either be too much or too little. So if we have too much, it can manifest as anger, rage, jealousy, kind of arrogance, I guess is a good word that I would use. Kind of like go, 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 go all the time, never taking a break. And then there's the opposite, having too little of that Pitta energy, that fire. And that's more like low self-esteem, you're kind of sluggish, it's harder for you to take action, maybe you don't have a lot of willpower. And so we want to make sure we're balancing this element in our bodies. And especially as we get to Pitta season, which is summer, right? Because that's hot and fiery, right? And so we can calm ourselves, we can bring ourselves out of that really fiery state if we're really mad at someone, or maybe somebody made you really mad, or that opposite would be just being really lethargic, kind of passive, and not taking much action. And so that relates to our third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And so we work a lot with the breath. It's called breath of fire, and it's that equal and exhale and inhale, in and out. So I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. And the easiest way, so we're going to use it a couple times during this class. The easiest way to learn is to bring your hands into Gyan Mudra. So your fingertips are, your thumb and fingertip are touching. And then go ahead and just bring the right down onto your knees. Okay. And then close your eyes, and you're going to open your mouth as wide as you can and stick out your tongue as wide as you can. Okay. So once you've got that, you're going to start panting like a dog. So you'll feel, it might feel funny, but this is really the best way to learn it. This is how I learned it as well. So just go with it. Just keep going, panting, that equal inhale and exhale through that open mouth. And you're really pumping here at your navel point. This is where your solar plexus is. And so we're stoking that fire when we're pumping at that navel point. And then once you feel like you've got that down, we're going to move it down into, we're going to close our mouth, put the tongue back in your mouth, and we're going to take it to our nose. So we're pumping really strong through our diaphragm. We're not used to breathing like this. And through, in and out through your nose, eyes are closed, hands are in Gyan Mudra at your knees. And just do your best here, especially if you're new to this one. And if you need to take a break, feel free. This can be a tricky breath to learn. Go at your own pace, as slow or as fast as you'd like. You're almost there. And go ahead and inhale, holding that breath, and exhale. So that is a really important breath. It oxygenates the blood. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our, kind of our chill factor. And so, but it also stokes our digestive fire. Because digestion lives here in our third chakra, where the fire element also lives, your sacral chakra will determine kind of what kind of metabolism you have. So if you're having like a fire imbalance and you're having diarrhea, lots of heartburn, lots of fiery stuff, that's too much fire. That would be considered an imbalance. And then the opposite end would be really like sluggish bowel movements and that sort of thing. And so we can really control and support our digestive system by using that breath of fire and these practices that we're going to do today. So the first order of business here, we're going to actually stand up. We're going to do something called breath of joy. So this is a 3-part breath, and you're actually going to, so you're going to inhale to a count of 3. So you're inhaling 1, 2, 3, and then exhaling on the 4th count. Okay, so the arms go like this. First inhale, 1, 2, back, bring them out to a T, 3, back up, and then 4, fully forward and exhaling. And then inhale, 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 exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. Go ahead and do that about 6 more times. Keep going. We do that about 9 times. And this is actually a really stabilizing breath, a really stabilizing practice. This will soothe your fire if you are having just a lot of fire emotions, anger and those things. This will get you back into your parasympathetic nervous system pretty quickly. And it's a fairly simple practice, and you can do this, throughout your day whenever you feel like you need it. All right, so go ahead and finish up your last one and inhale those arms up. And exhale, arms come down. Go ahead and grab your opposite elbows and just stay in that forward fold. Releasing any tension, maybe bend your knees a little bit, but releasing any tension you're holding on to in the upper back. Maybe sway back and forth, whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, go ahead and slowly roll yourself back up to a standing position. And we're going to come and make our way on to the floor. So we're going to lay down on your back. And all right, so you're going to lay down on your back. And you're going to lift your knees to about a 30-degree angle. Lift your legs, excuse me. So your legs are going to come up to a 30-degree angle. If this is really hard for you, you can do it up against a wall. It's going to be, it's tough. I did this practice a couple times this week just to really familiarize myself with it before I taught it. You're going to feel it in your abs. And so you can do this for a little bit of support, or if you don't have a wall and you can't keep your legs up, you can also put one down, lift it up, put the other one down, lift it up, and that's how you can take a break. And from here, you're going to go and you're going to do breath of fire. Okay. So bring your legs up. You can make a cushion for your hands. And bring your legs up to 30 degrees. This will help support your back a little bit more. Okay. And now you're going to start breath of fire. So that breath we just learned, equal inhales and exhales through the nose. Okay. So take a big inhale in. I'm not going to be here long. This is very challenging. Just do your best. All right, and go ahead and inhale, squeeze, and exhale, release those legs down, arms come alongside you, and just let yourself relax. Notice what you're feeling. Notice anything that's coming up for you, physically, emotionally, any thoughts that may be arising. Just pay attention. Notice them. They don't mean anything. Just notice them. All right, go ahead and maybe it'll feel good to windshield wipe your legs, but we're going to stay on our backs for this next one. And this next one kind of has a lot going on, and it can get confusing. So if you get confused, just come back to it and do your best. Okay. Also, since you guys will have the replay, the more you watch this, the better you'll get at it as it goes on. Okay. So from your back, you're gonna bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle. And then you're gonna lower them to about 30 degrees. So lifting them to 90 and then lowering them to about 30. Lift and lower. And you're going to need your hands, so you can't keep that same, you can't use them as a cushion, but maybe get a towel or a cushion or something to support your back if you would like to. Okay. So then the arms are going to come in and you're just going to be slapping the floor with your arms. Okay. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. Except we're going to be doing breath of fire. So that same breath we just did, inhaling, we'll bring the legs up to 90 degrees, inhale long and deep, and go into breath of fire here. Good job, keep going. Take a break if you need to, but keep the breath going. And go ahead and inhale the legs up. And exhale, legs come down. Arms come along beside you. Good job. what sort of things are you feeling right now? Or what sort of thoughts and emotions were you feeling when you were doing those exercises? And again, it's just something that we're noticing and observing. All right, guys, and we are going to bring those knees into the chest. Our hands and fingers come beneath behind the knees, and we're just gonna inhale up, rocking and rolling back and forth a few times. And then we're gonna come all the way back up to a seated position. So we're gonna come onto our knees in rock pose. But if it's available to you, if you can sit, this is called celibate pose. So if you can keep your knees together and push your feet to the side, and then put your bum in between your feet, then that's even better. So find whichever one works for you, whichever one is the most comfortable. So you're going to give yourself a big squeeze, like you're just giving yourself a big hug. And on the inhale, we'll be here. And as you exhale, you fold forward, bringing that third eye point down to the ground. So inhaling and exhaling. So go ahead and close your eyes down and do that with your own breath slowly. We're not going fast here. Bringing your third eye down to the ground like that brings in grounding energy. All right, and go ahead and inhale up and exhale. All right, and next. Next, we're going to come onto our bellies. We're going to come into baby cobra pose. So you're on your belly here, just like this. And your hands are going to come about right underneath your shoulders here. And I want you to tighten up your stomach and see if you can lift yourself off the ground just by tightening your stomach. And then you're going to slowly peel your chest off of the ground. And you don't want a lot of weight in your arms. You want the weight to be in your back muscles. Okay. Just like this. And then you're just gonna start kicking your butt. Go ahead. Get started. All right, then inhale up and exhale. Third eye comes to the ground. Arms come out alongside you with your palms facing down for grounding. And just breathe long and deep here. When you're ready, roll onto your back for our final resting pose. A minute to give yourself some gratitude for showing up. All right. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your breath, back into this moment. Knees come into the chest. Start rocking yourself back up to a seated position. Bring those hands into heart center. Eyes closed. We'll finish today's practice with a long Sat Nam. Sat is S-A-T and Nam is N-A-M. So we inhale, and then as we're exhaling, we're saying Sat Nam. Go ahead and inhale. Sat Nam. May all beings be happy and free. Thank you so much for joining me. Sat Nam.